Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. May God bless you all. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has sued President Muhammadu Buhari over alleged violation of his human rights. Kanu, in the suit filed at the High Court of Enugu State, represents himself and IPOB with the federal government. President Muhammadu Buhari, Attorney General of the Federation, the Governor of Ebonyi State, and Southeast Governors Forum as respondents. Kanu wants a declaration that the practical application of the Terrorism Prevention Act and executive or administrative action of the respondent, which directly led to the prosecution of IPOB and its listing as a terrorist group, is illegal, unlawful, or constitutional, and amounts to infringement of his fundamental rights not to be subjected to any disabilities or restrictions on the basis of his ethnicity as enshrined and guaranteed under Section 42 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and these fundamental rights as enshrined under Articles 2, 3, 19 and 20 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Enforcement and Ratification Act. Kanu, in the suit filed by his special counsel, Barrister Nnamdi, wants the court to determine, among others, that the self-determination is not a crime and thus cannot be used as a basis to arrest, detain, and prosecute him and members of IPOB. Other prayers of Kanu include an order of injunction restraining and prohibiting the respondent from taking any further step in any criminal prosecutions of the applicants and members of IPOB on the basis of the said prosecution of IPOB and its listing as a terrorist group. An order mandating and compelling the respondent to forthwith release the applicant and all members of IPOB from detention and to desist from any further arrest, detentions, prosecutions, and extrajudiciary killings of the members of the IPOB. An order mandating and compelling the respondents jointly or severally to issue official letters of apology to the applicants and members of IPOB for the infringement of their said fundamental rights and publication of said letters of apology in 3 national dailies. An order mandating and compelling the respondents to jointly or severally pay the sum of 25 billion naira to the applicants and the sum of 500 billion naira to members of IPOB, being monetary damages claimed by the applicants and members of IPOB against the respondents jointly and severally for the physical, the mental, emotional, psychological, property, and other damages suffered by the applicants and members of IPOB as a result of the infringement of their fundamental rights by the respondents. The reliefs are sought on the grounds that the applicant is entitled to his fundamental right not to be subjected to any disabilities or restrictions on the basis of his ethnicity as enshrined and guaranteed under Section 42 of the Nigerian 42 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as an amended, and his fundamental rights enumerated under Articles 2, Article 3, Article 19, and 20 of the African Charter of Human and People's Rights, Enforcement and Ratification Act. That unless the respondents are restrained by an order of this honorable court, the applicant will continue to suffer the infringement of his fundamental rights. Ejimako in the suit prayed the court to grant the application to restore Kanu's fundamental rights, thereby and entitling him to remedies for the said infringement and save the applicant from being subjected to further infringements. Recall that the Southeast Governors Forum proscribed the activities of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. The governors said the ban will be totally enforced in their respective states. The 11-point communique issued after the meeting was read by chairman of the forum and the Ebonyi State Governor Dave Omai. The date for the hearing is yet to be fixed. Kanu is being detained at the custody of the Department of State Services over alleged running a proscribed group, treason and jumping bill. Okay. So guys, what's your take concerning this? Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has sued President Muhammadu Buhari over alleged violation of his human rights. Kanu, in the suit filed at the High Court of Enugu State, represents himself and IPOB with the federal government. President Muhammadu Buhari, the Attorney General of the Federation, the Governor of Ebonyi State, and Southeast Governors Forum are respondents. Kanu wants a declaration that the practical application of Terrorism Prevention Act and executive or administrative action of the respondent which directly led to the proscription of IPOB and its listing as a terrorist group is illegal, unlawful, unconstitutional, and amounts to infringement of his fundamental right not to be subjected to any disabilities or restrictions on the basis of his ethnicity as enshrined and guaranteed under Section 42 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and his fundamental rights as enshrined under Article 2, 3, 19 and 20 of the African Charter of Human and People's Rights, Enforcement and Ratification Act. I'm dropping it to you guys. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you for always listening.